The opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Minnesota Twins.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Ricky Nolasco is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, he did get the win in his last outing, but he only threw 5 innings. I'd like to see him go a little deeper here in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Hit to short. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Well, I think the big question everyone's asking before this game was, how are these guys going to respond from just getting whacked last time out there? In the regular season, you say, hey, no big deal. You put it behind you. You move on pretty quickly. But in the postseason, you could say it's over and done with, but I don't think it's quite as easy as that. Those are the kind of losses that stick with you, and you just keep thinking about it.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Got him.
Boy, he had success working the outside part of the plate there on the first 2 pitches. So they decide, hey, why not just stay out there? And they wind up getting a 3-pitch strikeout.
Buster Posey will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Nolasco comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Brandon Belt set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. It's sharply toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, no doubt I'm excited to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's got some wheels on him, and that's a big part of why he's successful at the major league level. Routine grounders become tough plays. Singles get turned into doubles, and what would have been a 1-2-3 inning suddenly becomes a rally.
Johnny Cueto will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, really rested that bullpen. He pitched into the 9th inning and got his ball club to win.
And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we've got the reigning Gold Glove Award winner in left field. Great with outfield assists, covers a lot of ground, and really one of the smartest players at his position.
Eddie Rosario will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Oh, really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Settling in now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Perfect start so far here in the first inning. He's keeping the ball down, and he's gotten 2 quick ground ball outs. Nothing to it. This game's easy.
Miguel Sano gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Belt is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So nothing in the Minnesota first. We'll head to the second from Target Field. No score here on the show. Brandon Crawford will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Crawford.
Good zip to the fastball there by Nolasco, and it's 0-1. Nolasco's ready. Here he comes 0-1. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes, 1 away.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these 3 pitches. You could chart where they are. First one low, second one about belt high, and then the third one up around the letters. 3 different locations, each yielding the same result.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sano moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, that's back-to-back curveballs right there, and he couldn't really square either of them up, and he's retired easily on the flyout.
Joe Panik into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Grounded to the right. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Byron Buxton strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Byron Buxton.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Pagan. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Batting 6th, designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Jarrett Parker will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
Nolasco steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rosario has it in his tracks. 1 out.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning. Pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Into the box now, Angel Pagan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bounce to first. Mauer's there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder number 2, Denard Span.
Denard Span will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And this is up and in, ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
Third inning, no score to this point. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Ready on 1-2. This is pulled into right. Sano under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Giants are down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Brian Dozier will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
You talk about a guy who really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. He's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Digging in, Trevor Plouffe, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Oh, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Span. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer here in the series. And the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Good change up there as he takes command. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it. Don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Eddie Rosario will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Pagan, and this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
And that's already 2 home runs he's coughed up here in the first 2 and the 3rd innings. He's not fooling anybody out there, and they just keep pouring it on.
Up next
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo.
Yes, he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the 3rd. He's looked like a completely different guy.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
3 runs already home here. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Now batting, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him trying to get a punch out.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Belt able to pull this one in for out number 2.
The batter, center fielder.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Cueto will go to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Keeping him close.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. The Twins are in front, 3-0. Hunter Pence started out here for San Francisco with Buster Posey to follow on deck.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Nolasco gets his sign. 0-1 on its way. Hit to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Buster Posey is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
And that's a good guy to take care of on 1 pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Brandon Belt stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Ripped on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And now finally that base hit breaks a string of 11 straight that he had retired. He was starting to look invincible out there.
Into the box, Brandon Crawford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that's in there for strike one.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. We'll get a look at the great Joe Mauer when we rejoin you after the break. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Minnesota leads this one 3-0. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Pagan has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Escobar. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Catch made out there by Pagan, and there are 2 gone now.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Brian Dozier strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. First offering on its way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. too high. 1-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Belted high in the air out to left. Pagan ranging back. Gone! It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. His first homer here in the series, as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Well, even though they were able to face this guy in the absolute best position possible, which is 2 outs and the base is empty, that still doesn't mean he can't make it pay. And he unloads here for a long home run, though it is a long solo home run.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in.
Trevor Plouffe.
As he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Matt Duffy will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Third baseman.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Nolasco looks in. Here's the first pitch. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Oh and 1, here it comes. Line drive to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. Well, that'll spell disaster.
Joe Panik stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is handled by Mauer, and there's your first out.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Stepping in, Jarrett Parker. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
He's bounced back nicely here after the leadoff single. Kept the guy anchored at first. He's done what he's needed to do.
Digging in, Angel Pagan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0 and 2. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton on the move, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Kurt Suzuki comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Drives it the other way to deep right. Back goes Pence, still going back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Number 20.
And there's a look at his pitch count so far. You can see he's already thrown 37 pitches for strikes. That shows me that he's been able to work the zone effectively to this point.
Eddie Rosario steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
It looked like a pretty easy decision that time by the third base umpire. He's going to have a good look at this one, and you'll see it definitely hits right on the left field line. Even kicks up some chalk into the air, and that'll let this guy get up to second here with a double.
Eduardo Nunez will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. One out and a runner on second base. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yep, same pitch, right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on Showtrack, but I can guarantee you he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the 1 pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Here's Miguel Sano as he'll take a look at ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Up top, it's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
The 2-0 pitch. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Denard Span will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now here's the pitch. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Hit hard up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Hunter Pence will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Swing and a liner. Foul. Span the runner at first with nobody out. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Buxton sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Buster Posey stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Span runs. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
One and two, here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And a lot of times you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get 1 run off him.
Brandon Belt digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
From the stretch. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Two outs here with a runner at third. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. George Cantos will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 70, George Cantos.
Byron Buxton will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Byron Buxton.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
And this ball skied in the air out to Span in center. 1 down.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Joe Mauer will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
I've got to say, even as a right-handed hitter myself, there's something about a left-handed hitter's swing that's really fun to watch when they square one up. This is a cut fastball, but you see the nice extension, the good follow-through, and he just rips it into center field.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with one away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Digging in now, Brian Dozier. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. Pagan is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Third baseman, number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. Fly ball out to straightaway right. On the move is Pence. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins strand a pair. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Brandon Crawford is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Matt Duffy will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Here's Joe Panik. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a swing and a fly ball. Rosario is after it, and this will wind up a foul ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Plouffe is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Jarrett Parker will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
Now the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. There is Dozier, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. One left for San Francisco. They're down 4-0. Kurt Suzuki steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Kurt Suzuki.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. To short. And reined in, one away.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
Eduardo Nunez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Backhanded. And now a jump throw against his body. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Miguel Sano will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Comes set, now the pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Pence racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. Now a 5-0 lead.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way. Forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner is going to come all the way around to score from first.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th, and the lead is now 5-0. Angel Pagan will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Now in the box, Denard Span. He singled his last time up. The pitch. Lays off 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw gets him 2 down.
The right fielder, number
There's a look at our line score showing the home-standing Twins on top here in Minneapolis as they look to close this one out. Hunter Pence will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
The 2-0 on the way. Ground ball left side. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Giants down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call.
Sergio Romo.
Joe Mauer will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
First baseman, Joe Mauer.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Panic. Throw on to first, in time, one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Oh-1, here's the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Span giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Brian Dozier gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. He's set, and the pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike two. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Buster Posey will stand in to start off the 9th here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Sano is there, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 9.
A reminder that coming up after the telecast concludes, we'll have post-game highlights for you as we look back at the key moments of this World Series matchup. Brandon Belt ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. And getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. This one's flared toward left center. Rosario is there, and there are two men gone now.
The batter, number 35, shortstop.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Dozier has it. Well, on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 5-0. Good night from Minneapolis.